Hey everybody, welcome to Sweetcast. I've noticed a growing trend of people being, weary of backing crowdfunding campaigns for several reasons. Maybe some good reasons, maybe some, not so valid reasons, but as we're talking about, I wanted to go over this. Actually, let's jump back here first. This is World Class BS. This is the Stealing Solo book. This is an update that just came out. He says, this is Jeff Hicks, he says, I have taken care of the issue at hand, and a long story short, everyone's getting a new book. After the holiday, a new order will be placed and everyone will receive a new copy. Hashtag Comicsgate. That is pretty good news, especially if you backed the book, Stealing Solo, and you want to get a copy that's not, has not been manhandled by the post office. So that is good news. It's also, it's an attempt to make right by the customers. I'm really happy that that's happening. All right, so I'm going to jump over here, and it seems like this one book, this is the thing, is you have so many successful books that end up, turning out and they deliver and everything works out. But it's the ones that get funded and then take a really long time, or something goes terribly wrong, or there's something undesirable about it or not ideal. You hear about those all the time, and then what that does is that actually taints the perception of people that might back crowdfunded campaigns. So here's one. Again, don't contact anybody I'm talking about here on Twitter. This is from DMI. DMI says, this is why I never contribute to crowdfunding. It's a pretty good chance you are just throwing your money away. Folks, don't spend any money that you aren't willing to lose on that stuff. And I would really do research on the campaign owners. Now, I actually don't disagree with this. In essence, the thing is, though, I know so many campaign owners that, once you get to know people and you get an understanding of what they're like, and especially if they've proven that they can get stuff done and they're professional and, they can treat the thing like a business, it really does outweigh some of the cons that you see come up. And so he posted here, these are just screenshots from Indiegogo explaining how crowdfunding works. And just in case you didn't know, it's not about buying something and getting something in return. And I know that's often how it feels. And that's actually kind of a good thing, because usually, especially when it comes to comics, you kind of are. You're paying money and you're getting your book. There haven't been such huge risks that you're not getting anything whatsoever, unless, of course, you're maybe supporting some insane SJW books that are 5, 6, 7 years late. But we could look at the track record even and see where things are at. This is my personal track record. I've backed several campaigns. We'll go through these a little bit. So what I'm doing here is starting at the beginning when I started backing Indiegogo campaigns. I've done a few Kickstarters before this. So this is my first beginning into Indiegogo. And since I've backed a lot of books on Indiegogo, but let's see how it is. I'm going to start at the beginning here. Doug TeNaples, Bigfoot Bill. Got that. Cyberfrog, Blood Honey team up cover. Yes, I got that. Alternate is expanding. Yes, I got that. Go to the next page here. Monster MD. Not yet. I know the guy Vaughn pretty well. I know he's working on it. I'm not worried about it. Flying Fortress, not yet, but it sounds like it's coming really soon. I know he sent off all the files to the printer. Again, but I know these people. I at least know enough about them that I could go after them if I didn't get it yet. All right, Soul Finder's Demon Match. Yes, I did get that book. Next is Gunship Thunder Punch. Not yet. I know he's finishing up. I don't know if he's done with the art, but I know he's getting close. Brian, and he's a professional. Again, like it's easy to get to know these people, especially when they're associated with YouTube channels. Sithra 5 and 6. I do not have that complete box set, but you know what? He posts updates regularly. He also updates on his YouTube channel, so I can see what's going on. And not to mention, Jason Brubaker's already fulfilled so many campaigns that, again, it's like I'm genuinely not worried about getting it. All right, next page over. Next one on the list. I backed Mary Sue. I know this book is late. I don't know, when I'm going to get it, but it does sound like he's working on it. He blocked me on Twitter, so I have no idea where he's at on the project, but, we'll wait and see. I'm sure it'll come out. So there's another one that should be soon. Feast or Famine. Do not have that one yet. But again, I promoted this on my show, and I'm confident it'll come. Red Rooster Golden Age, still waiting on that. I have been getting updates on Red Rooster, but I backed later, to be fair. July 16th is when I backed it. And so I haven't been waiting as long as everybody else. So maybe it feels a little different to me, but it sounds like they've got a lot riding on it. So again, like I'm genuinely sure that I'm going to get the book. I'm not just going to get screwed. Door Kickers, Panzer Demon, back this book. Don't have it yet, but I've seen lots of updates, lots of art. And, if I had a question or if I had a problem, I could go out and reach out to Scott. Not to mention, so far, all of these that I haven't gotten yet, they're in demand. And so I could actually go and request a refund. That's something that could happen. Doom Kicker, this is Elliot Fernandez's book. I do not have that one yet. Again, he's a professional. I'm sure that I'll get it. I'm not really worried. Jawbreaker's God King. Everybody's getting it except for me. So I'm waiting still. We'll see when it gets here. Looking forward to it, but I know it's in fulfillment. People are getting it. So, this one's as good as got. He's also done several campaigns successfully, shipped them out. People are getting their books, not worried. Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. Man, I almost forgot about this book. I'm excited to get that one. Haven't got it yet. Alternoween 2 Newsprint's Revenge. I did get this one. That was good. So far, Alterna's doing great. Cyberfrog Blood Honey. This is the limited line art variant. I don't have it. I'm confident I'm going to get it because the books are already printed. And he's said that when they're going to ship out. Back to that one. So Futurist Norse Saga Bass Reeves comic bundle. I think this is supposed to be going pretty soon. Yeah, January 2020. This should be shipping soon, and I believe they ended the campaign, so they're no longer in the in-demand phase. Six Gun Gorilla, this is December 2019, so should be shipping soon. My understanding is the book was finished. I don't know where he's at with printing or anything like that. It's another one I'm looking forward to. Not terribly worried about it because Brian, I could reach out to Brian if I wanted to. Chrono Mechanics, this is where we're starting to get into some unfair territory, and that's because he hasn't reached the deadline yet. So I backed this one pretty recently. I was supposed to get it May 2020. Nothing to be alarmed about. I'm going to keep waiting. 12 Days of Alterna, backed that one as well, and January 2020. Again, once you start backing from one company or creator and you're getting books, it's like I'm really not worried about it. It's just it'll come because it's come before. All right, Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb #1 Standard Edition. Don't have this one yet. He's already delivered one, and I know that the art's all finished and everything like that. So it's a matter of printing it and shipping it. Not worried about that. Again, I could contact Kyung Lee if I had a question about it. And next we have She, Return of the Warrior. Just backed that one. So yeah, I'm going to give him his time. He's got till March 2020. So I know that sounds like a ton of campaigns, and it really is that I've backed and have not gotten anything shipped to me. There's a much smaller list, and that is the ones that I have gotten books from. Now, keep in mind, that's a lot of campaigns. That was, I think the first one I backed was back in like April of 2019, something like that. February 2019, that was the first time that I backed a comic on Indiegogo. And so relatively speaking, I haven't been doing it all that long. The cool thing is that next year really should be, getting care packages all of the time, just getting them, scattered throughout the year. I've also noticed that a lot of people try to wrap up their campaign by the end of the year. And so this is actually a great season for getting crowdfunded campaigns fulfilled. I know a lot of people are shipping around this time of year, which is great because it's cool to have that for Christmas. So I was watching I can't remember which video this was. I think it was Adam Friended, and he was saying that he would back more campaigns. He backed a bunch. He would back more, except it does kind of feel like his money is all tied up in these campaigns and he's kind of waiting for it. So once he gets the books, then he feels like, okay, now I'm free to buy another one. And I could definitely see that being the case. Now, one way to mitigate the wait time, you got to pick somebody. You're picking creators that you trust. And that's really what it boils down to. Now, when I look at all these creators, I still trust all of the creators, even though, there are a few in there that probably hate my guts now. I still trust them. That is because you can't really just take your money and run. That's not exactly how it works. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Are there anything that's holding you back from supporting crowdfunder campaigns? Is that a sticking point? And if you haven't yet, I've already delivered my first book, Downcast. I've actually got a copy right here in hand. I'm going to be launching the second campaign in early February, Downcast, Rise and Fall. Please sign up for the mailing list because I'm going to be offering a secret tier with discounts, and I promise I will not be spamming that email at all. So thanks very much, and I will see you next time.